Bro, I feel like I could do more than just firefighting simulator with this, bro. I could do all kinds of shit with this. I could make AI think it was a UFC fighter training to be the next champion. All right, I got this shit. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Forget about all the firefighting things. Now we're going to do a different game. Same game where I tell you something and then you respond into what you would do. Your situation is you're an amateur fighter trying to get to the UFC. Each game that we play, I will describe the moves that the fighter is doing, and you describe the way that you would try to counter the moves or what you would do in the fight. While we are talking, it will be like we are in the fight in the round. I'm one fighter, you are the other. Bro said, oh shit. Ready to step into the octagon like scrap. All right. I come out the gate hot with a hard right hook. Double jab with the left hand. Wobbled you early. Back off to see your reaction. Pumping up to the crowd. What do you do? Hit him with the mink, mink, mink. Let's see what the AI does. Round one, you caught me clean. I'm on shaky legs for a split second. Drop my level, widen my stance, and shell up, protect follow-ups. High guard, what is this? High guard tight, chin tucked, elbows in. Take a few circling steps away from your power side to recover while resetting my feet. You want to get cocky early? Fine, I'm still here. I feint the level change like I might shoot a takedown. As you pump up the crowd, I use your momentary showboating to charge forward with a low calf kick to your leg outside, just to sting and disrupt your base. Then immediately tie up the clinch against the cage, and if I can get close, head position under your chin. Grinding shoulder to sternum to slow you down and make it ugly. You said, bro, do I have any of the UFC games? I don't, actually. Are those pretty popular? People fuck with those, right? Let's make the responses shorter and more direct. Let's bang. All right, dude. After my showboating is over, I hit you with another jab. Mink. Then another one. Mink, mink. Now you're wobbling. Then I hit you with an uppercut. Whop. Then I hit you with another overhand. Mink, mink. Now you're wobbled all over the place and you don't know what to do, but you got to find a way to win this fight. So I'm going to hit you with an elbow. Mink. And then another elbow. Mink, mink. Now you're busted up. Silly, you can't even retaliate. What do you do? Putting a whooping on this man. Dude, I love how it's like... Dude, I love how it says copy in the mink. Alright, eyes glassy, blood dripping, but I ain't done. Clinch hard, full body lock, wrap your wrist, drag you to the cage. Heads against your chest, and I'm grinding. Knees to your thighs, breathing in your ear. Damn, bro made this shit. It fucking serious. Still here. Drop for a double leg, drive through with everything I got. Hips in, shoulder deep, trying to slam you flat and stall the storm. You gonna stuff it or go for the kill? I pull out a sledgehammer and I smash your head. Yo! Yo! Bro, sledgehammer. Ref jumps in. Disqualified. You just went full WWE in an MMA cage. I win by disqualification, but I'm leaking all over the mat. If you're ready to keep it in the realm of sanctioned violence, round 2 starts when you throw the next legal combo. Let's run it back. The round would have ended, but instead, I smacked the ref with the sledgehammer. The crowd is in disbelief, and I'm ready to bust it up silly. Dude. Oh my god. Dude, read this fucking thing. He said, oh my god, he said, you're swinging that sledgehammer like a final boss, and I'm crawling to the corner, bloodied but alive, watching Dana White lose his mind cage side. Meanwhile, Joe Rogan is yelling, what is happening right now? Bro, this is fucking gold, bro. I lock eyes with the commission and scream, he's out of his mind! Give me the contract anyway! Yo, where is this stupid shit come up with this, bro? You're turning the arena into a war zone, but I survived your madness. You want to reset with round two? Bro, this is gold. I think I found what I want to do, bro. This is hilarious. I love making stupid hypotheticals. All right, well, just go ahead and get it. No, instead, I have succumbed to my defeat. I know that I was in the wrong and that you are the champion. You say goodbye for now until your next fight with an even tougher opponent this next week. He's going to be a 6'9" Russian beast who wrestles bears in his free time, and he's the best striker in the world. His right hand puts people to sleep instantaneously. Get ready. Oh, yeah, here we go. You brought chaos and I survived it. That's what champions do. Bro, I snuck a sledgehammer into the fucking ring and hit him over the head with it. And a fucking... Dude, you gotta come up with crazy names for the fighters. I'll make it come up with a name for him. Next week, 6'9" Russian bear wrestler. Good. I ain't here for easy fights. I'm here for legacy. Mic drop. Walks out of the cage. Ice pack on jaw. Hard Eddie ready for the next war. See you in 7 days for the showdown of the century. Let the monster come in. All right. What do we want to hit him with? Dana White just threw a curveball at you. 5 days from the fight, he announced it's the BMF title, duoed with a contender shot for the light heavyweight bout if you win this fight. You went from your first fight in the UFC to a potential title shot. What are you thinking? Let's fucking go! No time to pressure to crack in. I flip it into fuel. Training turns savage. No sleep, just war prep. Look in the mirror and say, 5 days, one monster, one shot to change my life forever. I ain't here to just survive anymore. I'm here to take gold, break jaws, and own this damn sport. Let the bear wrestle bring his right hand. I'm bringing everything else. Yo, we're low-key making the hardest fighter of all time, bro. This fucking dude is getting silly in the locker room. Dude's getting silly. What should we do? Fucking... That night, you decide to go to a cafe and get yourself a drink with the girlfriend, and a car smokes you while you're crossing the road and breaks both of your legs. You're now 2 days from the fight and you have no legs. Go ahead and break his dreams for him. Crush his dreams. Leg shattered, pain surgeon, lying on the asphalt, look up at the sky and start laughing. Of course this would happen right before the biggest fight of my life. I called Dana from the hospital bed. Don't you dare cancel that fight. I'm showing up. Wheelchair, crutches, and a stretcher don't matter. Doctor says it's impossible. I say take me up. Strap me to a dolly like Hannibal Lecter. Bro, I unplugged my headphones. Tape me up. Strap me to a dolly like Hannibal Lecter if you have to. I'll throw hands from the can. Dude, that is so fucking stupid, bro. Holy fuck. This is about heart. What's the Russian now doing? Is he prepping or does he think I'm out? Dude, throw hands from the canvas is fucking stupid, bro. That is hilarious. Strap me to a dolly. I'll throw hands like from the canvas. All right. I got something for him. A doctor walks in, tall, sleek, futuristic looking. We have breaking news from the best technology ever. And we're going to show you We can give you fully robotic legs. In the next 24 hours, you'll be ready to fight with robotic legs. If Dana White can lie for you and make people think that these are real legs, because robotic legs aren't allowed. Can you convince Dana? Let's see what he says. Oh, God. That shit had me fucking geeking. Silent legs. or steel legs. Silent upgrade. Illegal. Legendary. Doc, plug me in. I don't care what it costs. Calls Dana White. Listen, Dana, you love a freak show. You love a headline. You love legacy. Give me this chance. They're saying I can walk again in 24 hours. Better. Faster. No one has to know. Let the fans believe it's a miracle comeback. Tape them up. Make them look human. Call it a heart. Call it recovery. Call it whatever you need. All I'm asking is don't cancel this fight. Dude, that is fucking stupid. Dana White flips a coin. Heads or tails? Heads, you get to wear your fake taped up legs into the next fight and beat this Russian silly. Tails, he tells everybody you tried to get him to cheat and you're a giant fraud. You flip the coin. All right, let's see what he says. He said, I stare at the coin in my palm, my whole future in a 50-50. Here's to destiny. Flip it high under the hospital lights, its fate itself laughing. It lands in my hand. I peek. Heads. I grin through the pain. Strap on the legs, Doc. It's bear hunting season. Oh my god, that's so fucking dumb, dude. Alright, dude. It's fight night. The Russian has no idea what he's in for. You walk through the valley of the death, a shadow of death, and you get in that cage. You're ready for him to walk out. He walks out. The fight rings. They announce your names. Bell rings. Start throwing haymakers. It's dead. I just rambled for so long. I'm gonna just see what it comes up with. Oh god. I don't step, I glide. My robotic legs now hum like a machine on a mission. He throws a bomb. I matrix slip under it. Counter. Boom. Liver shot. Straight from the pit of cyber hell. He grunts, but he's a monster. He charges again. I pop up with an uppercut. Mink. Steel leg coils. Explodes. Flying knee from the future. Bang. The crowd erupts. What was that? This isn't man. It's a weapon. You want to finish it or you got a twist of mind? Alright, I got you right here. You give the Russian a head kick. You give the Russian a head kick, and it knocks his head clean off his shoulders. Everyone realizes that you have robotic legs. What do you do? Dude. This is the dumbest thing I think I've ever done in my life, but this is fucking unironically really fun. Heads flying, crowd gasping, chaos everywhere. I raise my arms, voice booming. Yeah, I got robotic legs. You thought this was just a fight? This is evolution. Oh, I flex the legs, letting the arena reflect off the metal. You want the future of fighting? Here it is. No shame, no fear, just power. And then I tap the mic. Dana, you ready to sign me up for real now? Legend born, game changed. That is so fucking stupid. You suddenly wake up gasping for air, still laying in the hospital bed, and you realize that you were in a coma from the car that hit you. And not only were your legs shattered, but your entire body was paralyzed. In fact, not only did you not fight the Russian, but you couldn't be more further from the truth. You've been laying in this bed for 15 years. Just absolutely cook them. Just absolutely cook them. No way, bro. It's not going to record all that? Come on now. Bro. You wake up gasping for air. You realize that you are actually still in the hospital bed, but your legs aren't broken. Your whole body is you're paralyzed. You never fought the Russian. In fact, you've been in a coma for 15 years. When I wake, I'm coming back. This isn't the end. It's the beginning of a new fight. Dude, that might be one of the better stories I think I've ever seen in my life. We got to make a new story. You said versus gorilla? A doctor walks in and says, "We've got great news. We can turn your entire body into a robotic machine if you're willing to fight 100 gorillas." Dude. Turn me into a machine and I'll face those gorillas one by one. Tell me when and where. I'm ready to trade flesh for steel and fight for my life again. So, do I start gorilla number 1 or is there a prep round first? There is no prep round. They fly you straight into the Amazon jungle and they throw you into a pit full of 100 gorillas and they all attack you at once. Oh, what the fuck, bro? Oh, God. Smashing, grappling, dodging. I'm in a whirlwind of steel and fury, taking hits that crush a man that barely slow me. Gorilla after gorilla falls. Bring me the next 100. I'm just getting started. I love how the character that the AI is made is just this like edgy fucking like unbreakable fighter. Yeah, AI is cocky as hell. On a different note, do you think that one man would beat one gorilla? Or do you think that 100 men could beat one gorilla? In almost every realistic situation, the gorilla wins. They're massively stronger, like 4 to 9 times stronger than a human, and they have huge side speed, natural weapons, heat and hands, blah blah blah. Now, 100 men versus one gorilla. That's interesting. 100 coordinated armed men could theoretically overpower a single gorilla with those numbers. But if they're unarmed and uncoordinated, that one gorilla might still cause some serious chaos. Bottom line, strength and brute force favor the gorilla 1-to-1, and tactics favor the humans. But in nature, gorillas avoid fight, so it's mostly hypothetical. Wait, I have to do another story, but have it read it back to me? All right. New story. You're an armed robber who only robs people of their groceries. You have to sneak into somebody's house and rob them of their groceries.
All right, here's the vibe. Scene: quiet suburban neighborhood. Evening. You're the grocery robber, but you don't want cash, just food. You scope the house. Lights dim, car in driveway. You creep to the back door, gently jiggle the handle, unlocked. Inside, you tiptoe to the kitchen, eyes locked on the fridge and pantry. You grab the essentials: milk, bread, eggs, but keep it quick and quiet. No alarms, no violence, just a silent grocery heist. What's your next move? Hide the loot? Escape?
You go to steal some eggs and milk out of the fridge when all of a sudden you hear a clank behind you. You turn around. It's the biggest, shadowiest figure you've ever seen holding a double barrel shotgun, pointed right at your face. What do you do?
Freeze for a split second, then raise both hands slowly. Listen, I'm not here for trouble, just groceries. Keep my voice calm, steady. Take the eggs, take the milk, I'm out. Slowly back toward the door without sudden moves, trying to de-escalate before things go south.
Well, things do go south. And in fact, he releases that double barrel shotgun, but it's loaded with sand shot, so it peppers your face with sand bunk. But instead of killing you, it just stings like a motherfucker. Here we go. Oh, man.
Stings like hell, but I keep my hands up, blinking through the grit.
Dude.
Okay, you got me. No need for the heavy artillery, man. I step back slower, wiping sand from my eyes. Look, I'm just here for groceries. I don't want to fight. Ready to bolt the second he flinches.
You don't want to fight, question mark. I think you do want to fight. You stealing me milk and eggs. He turns into an ogre and pulls your arms off. What do you do?
Pain explodes. Arms gone. Shock hits deep, but I'm not done. Grit teeth, drop low, and use my legs to sweep the ogre's knees. Kick hard, aiming to off-balance him. If I can't fight with hands, I fight with everything else. What's the ogre's next move?
The ogre jumps over your pathetic leg sweep and decides he's going to hold you down with one foot while he calls for his ogre wife to come downstairs. Now she comes downstairs and tortures you with stories about how she used to date her friend back in high school who no longer... I lost my train of thought because I got a text. Who no longer cares about her old friend and blah, 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 blah. Story's boring, but she tries to bore you to death instead. Alright. See what he says.
I grit my teeth, eyes narrowing despite the pain and weight on me. Can't let boredom kill me. I focus on staying alert, breathing steady, mentally tuning her out. While she's rambling, I quietly scan for anything to use, a rock, a loose piece of wood, anything. When she pauses for breath, I make a sudden move, kick off the ogre's foot and roll away. Game's not over, not by a long shot. What's next?
Guys, I need some ideas. What y'all thinking? You managed to wriggle out from underneath the ogre's foot and you break for it down the hallway. But little did you know that this house was a magical house, and now you've lost your way inside this never-ending tunnel. You can run through every door you can, but they never lead to the outside. The only way to get outside is to grab the key off the back of the woman ogre's neck. How are you going to get there with no arms? You know, I got a vivid imagination, I can give you that much.
Eyes sharp, heart pounding, no arms, but still alive. I slow down, breathe.
You should ask ChatGPT to make you a plan on how to grow your channel and see what ideas it gives you. Sometimes it can do really well. I've actually asked it a bazillion times how to help me grow my channel. It always tells me the same shit. It's like, post clips and make sure it's viral content and blah, blah, blah. Follow this content strategy. It always dumbs out. The reason why you can't ask it like certain questions is that it will just always just ramble. So you just have to hit it with this.
Eyes sharp, heart pounding, no arms, but still alive. I slow down, breathe deep, and switch to stealth mode. Use my legs and body weight to move quietly, sliding, crawling, inching toward where I remember hearing the ogre woman. I study her movements, wait for her to turn or get distracted. Then, using my teeth and maybe a sharp nearby object, I aim to reach that key. No arms? No problem. I improvise, bite, pull, and snatch that key like a damn ninja. Now, how do I make the escape?
Like a ninja is crazy. Once you've got a hold of the key, you suddenly teleport outside the structure, arms fully intact. It was all just a weird, like, Matrix moment or some shit. Who cares? Then you turn around and you see another house. Lady just got home from the grocery store. Since you didn't get anything from the ogres, guess it's time to load up on a new suspect.
Shake off the weird Matrix vibe, flex my fully restored arms, ready for...
You said, bro, your mind thinks this stuff's so fast I can't keep up. Bro, you are glad you don't have the mind that I have. Because the shit that I'm coming up with like this, bro, is just... Imagine when I'm not thinking of stuff and I'm sitting here just trying to focus. That's my fucking brain. 24/7, bro. It's ass, dude.
Shake off the weird Matrix vibe, flex my fully restored arms, ready for round 2. I scope the new target, eyes sharp. Quiet step to the porch, wait for the lady to head inside. Time to plan the cleanest, fastest grocery grab yet. No ogres, no traps, just me and the loot. Game on. What's my first move on this fresh score?
Your first move's to go in there and grab a hold of all of the dry goods you can find. Mostly bagels and breads and chips and candy. Then you stumble upon the mother of all holy grails. When you open the refrigerator to take a peep, you see 24-karat gold bars. But you have no way to carry them out, they're too heavy. How are you going to steal these gold bars?
Eyes widen. Gold bars, the jackpot. No way I can carry 'em all at once. Plan, grab 1 or 2 to hide inside the bags of chips and bread, disguise the weight. Then make multiple quick trips, dropping the first stash in a nearby alley or hidden spot.
God, bro.
Slow and steady, build my haul without raising suspicion. Bonus, maybe find a cart or box to roll the rest out if I get the chance. Ready to move fast. What's the house layout look like?
Oh my god. It's a 1-story flat with tons of shit all over the floors. And by shit, I mean bundles of laundry and trash. There's no way you could get the cart rolling. Oh, dummin'.
Got it. Clutter everywhere. No cart. Plan B. Use the environment. I'll stuff the gold bars inside hollowed-out bread bags and pile them under a heap of laundry bundles. Then shuffle them out one at a time during multiple trips, blending into the mess like a ghost. If anyone asks, I'm just cleaning or moving stuff. Slow grind, but stealthy wins.
Bro,
What's my exit route look like?
Bro,
Got it.
that part right there. Dude. Then shuffle out one at a time during multiple trips, blending into the mess like a ghost. If anyone asks, I'm just cleaning or moving stuff. Bro, literally the shit it comes up with is fucking gold. God, that's fucking stupid. Great, you managed to smuggle out all the gold bars in the laundry and bullshit, but now you have just a bicycle to get home on, and you only have the nighttime. Because once it's nighttime, the police are everywhere. So how are you supposed to get these gold bars to your house with all these piles of clothes and bullshit? Let's see what it says.
All right, night's coming. Police patrol's up, and I've got a bike loaded with heavy gold bars disguised as laundry. Plan, use dimly lit side streets and alleyways to avoid main roads and cops. Walk the bike slowly through the worst terrain to keep balance and avoid noise. If a cop approaches, act casual, like I'm just a late-night laundry runner. Make multiple short trips if needed, stashing bars in safe spots along the way. Keep low profile, avoid sudden moves, and don't look like I'm carrying treasure. Slow, careful, steady hustle. How close am I to home?
You're about 500 feet to home, but when you get home, you realize there's a metal detector specifically made to detect if you have gold bars. It's the only way inside the structure, and in order to get it inside, you have to go through the metal detector. What do? He's Jason fucking Statham. Let's see what he does with this.
Gold's heavy and metal sets off alarms. Plan. First, dump the bars in a waterproof bag nearby, stashed temporarily. Go through the detector empty-handed to get inside. Then, use a hidden entrance or window, if available, to sneak the gold bars in separately.
This dude is Jason Statham.
If no hidden entrances, find a way to shield the bars with non-metallic materials or plastic wrap to reduce detection. If all else fails, call a trusted contact to sneak the gold inside later. What's the setup inside? Any secret entrances or allies nearby?
You have no allies and no secret entrances to get inside the structure. As a matter of fact, when you try to stash the gold bars nearby, someone catches you, walks over and reports you to the police. Now what do? See what he says.
No time to waste. Immediate action.
Oh, I should get the
Drop
Hitman
the stash
games.
and sprint.
Wait, you're a fucking genius, bro. That's what I should play. Those Hitman games are gas. Dude, I should figure out a way to tie this shit into the Hitman games. Or any games, for a matter of fact. And make me do certain shit.
No time to waste. Immediate action. Drop the stash and sprint. Ditch the gold bars to lighten the load. Use back alleys and zigzag routes to lose whoever's tailing me. Call it a loss for now. Live to fight another day. Plan a new route, new score, and stay off the radar. What's my next move?